There's a lot of anecdotal advice around on improving your marriage. But if you want something you can really use that will actually make a difference and reignite your marriage, check out the link in the description below.
The question, what can I do when my spouse makes me feel like I'm worthless? Answer by Max Govain. We all know there are the typical reasons for leaving a relationship. Things like cheating, lying, blatant disrespect, physical abuse, addiction, etc. But what about those little things that happen day in and day out, that eat away at your soul, that cause you to shrink, that leave you feeling like crap? Try this. This is how I saved my marriage. Pete Manoy Medium. Not sure where to draw the line between loving someone for who they are and distancing yourself from them because they are consistently hurting or manipulating you? Most of us try so hard to love and take care of our partners, family, friends, colleagues, that we begin to neglect ourselves. You cry uncontrollably. For no reason. You just do. It's not necessarily that your partner makes you cry, but the feelings precipitated from the actions and inactions, words spoken or unspoken that make you feel like total poop. I'm not against crying. I'm not against letting tears flow when you feel angry, hurt, disappointed or heartbroken, but when it's an everyday occurrence, you have to ask yourself why. When crying turns into extreme anxiety, your puffy eyes become a permanent accessory and your boss finds you crying hysterically in your car, then it might be time to call it quits. 2. High expectations. We've all got high hopes when we enter into a partnership. But when the expectations are placed on one another, that's when shit hits the fan. When you get into a relationship, you should strive to be the best person, partner and lover or your mate, and hopefully you choose someone who wants to equally give the same. A relationship should teach you about yourself and encourage you to grow, but at the same time, you should never have an expectation of your partner to grow or change for you. 3. Lower standards. Do you find yourself doing things you wouldn't normally do, or accepting things that you would never have before? If you're lowering yourself or feel yourself shrinking just to keep peace in the relationship, it's time to bust out. You should never have to sacrifice yourself for another person. 5. You've let yourself go. This piggybacks off the previous lesson of knowing your worth. When a relationship's got you feeling so crappy on the inside that it starts to show on the outside, you need to reevaluate. When your sparkle starts to dull and your eyes tell a story of pop and instead of passion, you've given up on yourself. Never let yourself go, because even though looks aren't everything, feeling good about yourself is. I don't care what anyone says, when you look good, you feel good. Lip gloss never solved any problems, but it's a damn good start. 6. You stop doing things you love. This is a huge red flag. You stop hanging out with your friends, stop watching your favorite shows, reading books, or just leaving the house altogether. You're just downright miserable. And nothing excites you anymore. You spent all your time fighting, crying and overanalyzing the relationship that you don't have any time for yourself and the things that fuel your soul. Instead of encouraging you to be happy, your partner is manipulating you into believing that the only way you will be happy is with them. 7. You start questioning yourself. Before this relationship, you were never selfish, inconsiderate, heartless and cold. Now you're being called every name in the book and you even start to believe it, but somewhere deep inside, you know that's not true. You are. This person brings out the worst in you, they bring out the fire and you have no idea how to put it out. When you start questioning who you are, begin to get lost in someone else or start feeling guilty for being you need to get out quick. 10. Roller coaster ride. When it's good it's really good. When it's bad it's really bad. When you wake up every morning, you don't know which person you're going to get, the loving, kind, beautiful person you fell in love with or the one who is irrational, mean and insecure. No relationship will ever be 100% all the time. But you should be secure enough to know that in the end, you are both working towards making it the best you can and giving unconditional love always. Relationships should equal unwavering support and your home should be at peace. If you're not feeling these things on a daily basis, you better get off the ride. Answer by Beverly Condon. I would first address your feelings with your husband in a 3-part conversation. I feel worthless when you remind me over and over again when I forget something because I'm trying as hard as I can. Just repeat the feelings you have when the event happens and the why behind it. Secondly, saturate yourself in what the Bible says you are. Ephesians 1:314 or Ps. 139, and see out a caring Christian fellowship to support you. If you need counseling, you may call this number for free, 855-382-5433. Here is a contemporary song that will help you. Music videos. You Are More by 10th Avenue North Ama. Bet You Are Loved. Answer by Ron Fraser. Your spouse is obviously wrong to criticize you, but your response comes from you. All of us have unpleasant experiences, but it is our own mental state that colors the experience. I should be able to call you ugly or stupid, but you respond by thinking, Ron is having a bad day. How sad for him. If you want to respond by thinking that you are ugly or stupid, that is your choice. It is your choice. Don't give me or your spouse the power to influence the way you feel about yourself. Love to all. Ron.